It is time for another edition of Stupid Ass News. And today, a man calls foul on a prostitute's price increase. A couple of guys try to rob a convenience store, but one scares the hell out of the other. Also a story about an 82-year-old career criminal. And it ain't a man. And a man says, I don't want that black man bagging my groceries. Police in Michigan say a man called to complain that a woman he had agreed to pay for sex unexpectedly increased the price. He didn't like that. So he called the police and says, hey, come on, man. Is that called bait and switch? I don't know what that is. According to police, the man and woman gave vastly different accounts of what happened. It's under investigation. Prosecutors will determine any possible charges. Now, I got to say that man has more guts than me. First of all, I wouldn't have the nerve to go to a prostitute. Not passing judgment. If you've used a prostitute, that's your business. That's between you and God. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just saying I wouldn't have the nerve to do that. And I sure as hell know I would not have the nerve to call the police on a prostitute who raised her rates after I gave her the money. There is no way I'd have the nerve to do that. But hey, if you can do it, more power to you. Stupid ass news. So we all heard about actor Michael Clarke Duncan passing away Monday from complications of a heart attack. Now, Buffalo NBC affiliate WGRZ confused Michael Clarke Duncan with Seal. WGRZ had a picture of Seal from Getty Images during the report. Maybe Getty mislabeled their images. But WGRZ did a whole story on this Michael Clarke Duncan passing using pictures of Seal. Even Seal and Heidi Klum, they had no idea, I guess, that Seal and Michael Clarke Duncan are two completely different people. A TV station, reporting news, credibility, journalism. Stupid ass news. Doris Thompson has a rap sheet that's 20 pages long and goes back to 1955. Doris is 82. She was arrested again late last month in California after a string of doctors' office burglaries that began in March and allegedly got her $17,000. This according to the Los Angeles Times. Now, she's been arrested for burglary 9 times in her life, and the Daily Breeze reports that in 1957, Doris Thompson was arrested in connection with a homicide, but they found her insane and they didn't pursue it. Her rap sheet includes arrests for disturbing the peace, forgery, and grand theft. She said the arrest was a case of mistaken identity. Here's Big Mama's mugshot. Man, I think the most god-awful thing my grandma ever did was leave her hearing aid on top of the stove for whatever reason and it melted. This one here? Man, come on. Stupid ass news. You know, attempted robbery is not funny, but these two goofballs walked to an Arlington, Texas 7-Eleven last week with goofball number 2 throwing a firecracker that scared the hell out of goofball number 1, the gunman. The gunman sprinted out of the store. I mean, it's crazy. Look at this. It happened at 3:25 in the morning. The cashier barely had time to react when goofball number 1 went in there with a gun. It wasn't coordinated between the two. Number 1 had no idea number 2 was going to do that, and it scared the hell out of him, and he bounced. They both bounced. I got the whole video you can see in the link down below. Stupid ass news. And finally, a Texas man is claiming his civil rights and religious freedom were violated earlier this year when a black man bagged his groceries. The grocery store owner banned the customer from the business. DeWitt R. Thomas filed a federal lawsuit against Keith Langston, owner of Two Rivers Grocery and Market. Now, DeWitt, according to his lawsuit, told the bagger, a black man, wait a minute, don't touch my groceries. I can't have someone negroidal touch my food. It's against my creed. The cashier allegedly yelled at him to take his stuff and leave. Aaron Menifee, the grocery bagger, said he thought that DeWitt was just kidding around. When Dimwit returned 2 days later, he noticed the same black man would be sacking his groceries, so he again requested that the Negro not handle his groceries. The owner called police to serve DeWitt with a criminal trespass warning. DeWitt says, my question is, why after I told him how I felt and that it was against my creed did this Negroid try to impress himself upon me and try and handle my groceries again? DeWitt said his religious beliefs are based on Vedism, which he said encompasses Hinduism. DeWitt says it would be the same as if you asked that a Congoid, a person from West Central Africa, not touch your food. Yeah, that's the same thing. Man, come on. Really? You don't want a black man to touch your groceries. He says that it's his property because he paid for it. Well, the way I look at it, in grocery stores, they don't bag they're bagging your groceries as they're being passed through. So you actually don't pay for it until he's through bagging them, right? Isn't that usually how it works? I think that's how it works. Either way, DeWitt, you're stupid. And this is stupid ass news.